Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So for today, we got another eBay camera and a early 1950s Kalimar A. So did some research and let me tell you everything I learned about this. It's a 1950s Kalimar A. That's all I could find. It's out of Japan. I can tell that because it says made in Japan. I could not find any real information about this camera. Like usually there's a good write-up on Camerapedia or Wikipedia or wherever you go. You know, just random sites. Couldn't find anything on this guy. Just that it exists. So here it is. So we're gonna shoot it. No rangefinder. So you're gonna have to guess your focusing. I hate that. Closest we can focus is 3 feet. My f-stops are going from, where are they? It's kind of a weird design. Going from 3.5 up to 16, and shutter speeds can go from 200, 100, 50th, 25th, and bulb. Now, in testing the camera, cleaning it, making sure everything's good. Speaking of cleaning it, what the hell? It was clean a minute ago. What the hell is that? Hope that's okay. In cleaning and testing the camera, I found that the 200th and 100th of a second shutter speeds work fine. 50, little dicey. 25 and bulb are kaput. Bulb just stays open until you rotate the shutter speed wheel and it finally clicks it shut. And 25th opens and about 3 weeks from Tuesday slowly closes back. So we won't use those. But it's okay because generally I'm only going to shoot on 100 or 200th of a second anyway. 400 speed film loaded in here, HP5. So chances are we're just going to be at sunny 16 all day anyway, but we'll try it out and we'll see if this is a good eBay find or not. I'll try first shot right here of the building through the pillars and with the flags in the foreground. Did a quick test with the phone light meter. It looks like we're definitely going to be shooting on 200th of a second. Definitely f16 pretty much, unless I go somewhere really in the shade, but it is a very bright day with 400 speed film. Looks like that's where we're going to be. So let's see what we got. We'll do 2 because I don't know if I expose that first frame. Cool. Film counter's working perfectly. Oh, it counts down, not up. Cool. And things seems to be working really well. Very nice, very nice. Well, let's cut to the office for a moment. So, thought I was gonna sit on the mouse for a second there. Yeah, a little bit of a problem. So yeah, we got us some serious light leakings. Damn. The Kalimar A, or Kalimari if you will. Probably won't, but I will. Okay, so I don't think this is a shutter issue. I've had it happen where I've had these kind of vertical lines on when I first got the Canon AE1. But that kind of shutter could produce that line. If you look at the shutter on this camera, it kind of looks like propeller blades where they've got a rounded edge. And all rounded edges come together and then they all kind of spread apart and then come back together to do the shutter movement. I can't see that creating a straight vertical line. So I am
pretty damn sure this is a light leak. So what I did is I had these tiny little kind of button LED lights, real small. And I had the idea of I'm just going to put them in the camera, close the door, go in a dark room, and see what I see. See if I can find a light leak. So let me show you that footage of when I tried that out. Alright, in a pitch dark kitchen except for this under cabinet light here. And we got the camera and this little LED button light. So I'm hoping that this will be an easy way just to confirm we've got a light leak and not some other issue with like the shutter. But like I said, I'm pretty damn sure the shutter is not the issue. So this guy's gonna be bright. I say it's bright as hell. Put that in, close the door. Luckily it fits just enough. Now granted, I was hoping I could remove, hold on. I was hoping I could remove this ring and put it here as well as here, back and forth, but I can't get this ring out. And I'm sure I could take stuff apart, but that kind of defeats the purpose because I don't want to start taking things apart and then I have to put pieces back to get it light tight again, but this isn't in, then I got to retake it apart to put this back in. So I'm just hoping from one side I'll get an idea if we've got an obvious light leak somewhere. So let's see. So I'm going to turn off the light and it will be pitch dark in a second. And I bet you it's the same all the way across, but the light's not really traveling to the right. Okay, you can't see anything. Hang on a second. That way. Now we're talking about the back and the very bottom. And if I see, oh, there's a perfect, look at that. Look at the light shining out of that. And I bet you it's probably the same all the way down the whole bottom. So I thought it was pretty academic. We got a light leak. So the next step was fixing said light leak. So I got some sheets of foam. I mean, they were saying camera light seal foam. I'm sure you could get anything as long as it's kind of like a felt type feeling stuff. 1 millimeter thickness is all I ever usually use. And I replaced all around anywhere the door kind of hinges together. Wherever the door meets the body of the camera, I made sure to put this felt stuff, this light seal stuff, and hopefully we got us a nice sealed up camera. The door is kind of actually hard to open now because of all the foam I put in. So here's what we're gonna do, and I have not done this yet. I'm recording this before the next step. Now that I've redone the light seals, what I plan to do, load me up another roll of the Arista 400, and I'm going to use electrical tape and go around any seam and light proof the hell out of this camera. Shoot maybe half the roll. I think it's a 24 exposure roll. Shoot half the roll. Then I want to remove my electrical tape and shoot the other half of the roll and kind of let it sit in the sun for a second, kind of expose it to the sun. So that should tell me if I still see these kind of crazy lines even with the part when I shot with the electrical tape all over it, something else is wrong, light's getting in somewhere else, or it really is the shutter, which I will be shocked if that's what happens. If, after I take the electrical tape off, then I see the lines starting to appear again, that means I did a crappy job and I still did not get this thing light sealed. So it's kind of just testing a couple different theories and testing my work by covering the camera up first and then removing all of the tape and, you know, really putting my light seals to the test. So back out where I originally shot the photos. Got it covered in electrical tape, so there should be no light leaks. And it is bright out, it is hot out. So the whole thing I think is going to be probably 200 shutter speed at f/16, more than likely. Oh my God, it's hot. All right, I'm about at 12 shots, so I'm gonna take the tape off. Carefully. All right, she is fully exposed to the light, and I'm actually gonna hold it up, let it find a light leak, let the sun cook it a minute, and then we'll really know. And you'll obviously know before I do, because I'll show the photos right now, but I'm hoping we're okay. We'll see. So I would call that a success. That was definitely a win. I went through the photos one by one, and I was very nervous when I took the tape off. Like as I'm kind of scrolling through all the digital scans, and they were just fine. So success. Awesome little camera. So I'm gonna shoot another roll of something good, like an FP4 or HP5, and I can't foresee having any issues with it. So I'm gonna call it another great eBay find. Like some of the eBay cameras, they can't all be winners right out of the box. So this one had a little bit of a time delay in being perfect. I had to go in, just do the light seals. It took, I don't know, 5-10 minutes if that. And she works. And other than that, light leak problem, there's no issues. So this is a great camera. I really like this camera. This is one that I can see myself just grabbing if I need to just shoot. If I want to shoot somewhat creatively using manual, but not, you know, I don't need a zoom lens or anything. I'm just kind of a quick camera to go to. I like it. I like it a lot. I think this was an awesome find, and I'm glad it was so easy to fix. So thank y'all for watching. As always, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I shall see you next time. What I did is I bought these tiny little, and that'll tell me it